So I have a friend named Mark Shorter who has his own YouTube channel where he discusses and gives his thoughts on various topics. He also has a book called Anthony Volume 2 which features some of the craziest short stories he's ever written. Link to both in the description. Anyway, I mentioned him because a while ago he asked me to do a video on Tekken 7. So this one's for you, Mark. So going into this game, I knew nothing about this series other than there's at least 7. It wasn't rocket science I came up with the hypotheses, and that Negan from The Walking Dead was DLC in this game, because in 2015, that dude was everywhere. Looking at the roster, I become more goldfish than man, being attracted to the two shiny objects in the shape of two bear characters. Also lucky Chloe, but that's because she reminds me of somebody else. Yo, dude, can we just throw a fish at me? Did Panda just knock somebody out and go to sleep on them? Oh man, this game is just a wacky good time. Let me show you how to play. Now, I'm not a proud button masher. I pride myself in trying to organically figure out the special moves in Mortal Kombat using button combinations, and listen, if you can figure out and utilize these moves, more power to you. But it didn't spoil my fun, I still had a good time. Graphically, the game looks like something you play on an arcade machine at the movie theater, which isn't a bad thing. I think it gives the game some charm. Let's check out the story mode. The story of Tekken tells about the war between two factions that are led by a father and son who have their own bitter rivalry. Press buttons to throw child. No problem at all. Now this rivalry isn't one of those that'll end with a "I'm proud of you son, I love you dad." No, these guys loathe each other and won't stop until the other one dies. There are some other side characters engaging in faction wars and a wild card named Akuma trying to kill both these guys. Now the story is told in chapters and each chapters contain 1 or 2 fights. Some of these fights are gauntlets against nameless enemies, which initially I rolled my eyes at, but then I saw their purpose. They keep characters from fighting each other, and when they do fight, it gets an "oh shit, it's going down" vibe to it. Now I wondered, how does a story about a boy trying to kill his father for killing his mother incorporate a panda in a fanny pack? Well, Heihachi, I'm probably pronouncing that incorrectly, announces a fighting tournament, and you know that makes sense on how to bring characters together who have their own stories and their own motivations. Dragon Ball, Mortal Kombat. But then, nope, Heihachi is attacked by Akuma and fakes his death and cancels the tournament. Okay, so then how do these characters get involved? The answer? They don't! If you want to see these characters in action, you should head towards the character episodes, which gives you a backstory on the character, a single fight, and then a short cutscene. Gosh, these were a waste of time. Would have been better if they incorporated these characters into the main story, which I don't understand why not. The story is only 2 hours long and the chapters are all short. Hell, 1 chapter is just a cutscene. I would have loved to see the Claudio and Jin story fully told, or the story of not Liu Kang and not Shang Tsung. To describe my feelings towards Tekken 7, it's like getting a chicken quesadilla for an appetizer, steak and salad for a main course, and a single pretzel for dessert. I also decided to get a pre-owned copy of Injustice 2, but before I talk about this game, I want to talk about this game. Now listen, I understand why the game was rated T. Companies are protective of their properties, and especially DC not wanting a hero to children being cut in half by the penis. Well, logically, don't get involved with a series that needed a rating system created for it, but it's a spin-off, why get mad about it? But no, it's not a spin-off, it's actually Mortal Kombat 8 and it fits into the timeline. I also fucking hate these heroic brutalities. Now I understand that DC heroes don't kill, and that's a conversation for another day, but the story mode, which was actually pretty good, that told the merging of the MK and DC universes that had a side effect of causing the combatants to experience rage that makes them want to do nothing but kill. Even Superman and Flash were ready to do it. And in the game before performing a finisher, the characters enter the rage, even the DC heroes, so there's no reason for them to still abide by their stupid moral code. God, this game makes no sense. Injustice is a fighting game that stars the DC universe. Okay, got that out of the way. Jumping into the story mode, the first chapter recalls the events of the first game where the Joker tricks Superman into killing Lois and his son and also causes the destruction of Metropolis. And Superman, the rational man that he is, murders the deranged clown, which causes a rift amongst the Justice League on topics regarding the death penalty. Superman says, being noble and being better than the villain is not the way to go. Some people are not worth saving and are irredeemable. It is worth killing one to save potential millions. Batman says, no. Also, the story starts with a flashback of Supergirl escaping Krypton before Brainiac blows it up and Brainiac has arrived to Earth. So the DC heroes, who are all at extreme odds with each other, are forced to work together to save the Earth while also combating a league of villains assembled by Gorilla Grodd to assist the aliens. Oh boy, did I love the story mode in this game. Now the massive moral disagreements aren't tucked away with the excuse of we need to work together to save the Earth. It's a constant presence, as at any point in the story you can go from 1 minute working together fighting aliens and then trying to kill each other in the next. When I'm playing a game and I don't even know if I can trust Superman or Wonder Woman, there's truly an epic tale being told. But that's also my only complaint regarding the story mode, that Batman is portrayed as a noble hero sticking to his beliefs and portraying Superman as a villainous tyrant who wants to kill them all. Superman has a point, as sometimes people are too dangerous to be left alive, and realistically nobody's going to miss the Joker. I would have liked it more if it had 2 noble heroes fighting for their beliefs like that one other instance of heroes infighting that I'm trying not to mention. But Superman's ending isn't really doing him any favors. The game controls a lot like Mortal Kombat. Actually, it's a lot like Mortal Kombat. Well, that's because these games are made by the same people. No wonder the fighting is so familiar. Plus the story mode being told in chapters with 4 fights each, and some of them you even pick a character that you want to use, something MK11 would incorporate. Also building up bars to execute a brutal special move, interacting with the environment, easier to perform special moves because these are easier to understand than these, and pre-fight interactions. This game is really great. I feel bad that I pre-ordered it and have a shitty looking cover. No worries, just print something out and boom, problem solved. It sure wiped away the memories of another game I'm trying not to think about. Plus, I have the Legendary Edition, so I get all the DLC including the Ninja Turtles and Mortal Kombat characters. However, they reference the events of another game because NetherRealm just doesn't want me to forget. Also, the reason I bought this game was because a while ago I saw a meme /Vine /TikTok about this game that made me laugh, but I forgot to save it and haven't been able to find it ever since. So I bought this game just to recreate it.
You gonna spit up on me, Atrocitus?